Well, good morning. Welcome back to Town. Welcome back to the Starvation run. So, despite the nightmares last night, I was not able to get back to sleep. Combination of wakeful and having slept even a little bit. That might mean we're going to be having an early night this afternoon. I'm going to assume like probably at 6 in the afternoon we're going to be start getting tired. So realize our trusty little climber here. It's not looking all that hot. It's gonna be going out soon, and then we're kind of limited probably to the garden fork and whatever else we can use as weapon. Also, let's actually ditch that plastic bottle. In this case, we have the chisel. I was just the morning cook show. We got a whole 2 levels of cooking now, eh? Gives us a little bit extra. Much as I, usually think cooking is not a super important skill, but hey, if we're going to be counting calories eventually here in this run, hopefully. Well, I say hopefully. I kind of hope that the settings I choose here are interesting enough to make food an actual issue without it being an impossible issue. So of course the risk that actually you still find so much food and loot that it's not going to be an issue at all. Also, really expected more zombies down here with all the corpses nearby. That may or may not be a good sign. Let's move that. I see a zombie standing there, there. Are they not? Am I overestimating that smell range? Or did they just chill out for the night? It's always the same. You get an early knockdown, and then the second zombie takes so long to kill that by the time you kill him, the knocked down one is up again. Yeah, that happens to me all the time. We are at the edge of town, right? So the smell impact is gonna be lessened. I think this one is probably walking over there to have a snack. No, it's walking down here to have a snack. I'm not okay with that. I do not. I mean, it's charming that you consider me a snack, but also no, not interested. And what's next? Some cereal. Correctly, these kind of, yeah, they count as water sources, which is kind of pretty cool. One of the things I really like about the mod, the map, all the little extra details. Anything in here which we can use as a backup weapon? No, I can't believe raid, technically. Really like to eventually get into my long blunts here. The burnt down house over there. Maybe we should have a smoke here in a second. First of all, insane how many lighters and matches I find, but how few cigarettes. It's shaking because of wind, or is there actually a zombie in there? Looks like it's just the wind. It's in the wind. Yeah, I think I kind of want to keep here on the edge of the town. We're not attracting any more zombies from out here because, well, there are none. Gonna throw me off every time. It's freaking animation weirdness bug. There's a lot of banging happening here in this house, it seems. Has me somewhat concerned. Let me double check again if any of these zombies here had a key. It doesn't seem that way. Let me get into the back door. Don't mind having a little back door action here. Oh, they bashed down the front door. And that's the hammer. That was like the first two zombies we get with the garden fork are one-shots, and then the third one takes like 25 attacks. Alright, anyway. Medium handle. Get rid of you. Meat cleaver, that's an axe weapon. Start picking up garbage bags. I don't even know. Like, are we gonna eventually build rain collectors? Are we just, because we're constantly looting, are we just relying on water in houses? So all the electrical appliances, hair dryers, hair iron and stuff, I don't think they're gonna be my priority just yet. What are we rocking here? Hiking pack, hiking bag, key for the masters. Oh, sorry, didn't even see you there. What's the light switch for the garage? It's back here. That's very inconvenient, right? Imagine you stumble into a garage. in darkness at night, and you need to go to the other side to turn on the lights. Mechanics 5, I think we can wait for that. Tire iron is a nice short plant. We got a metalworking set here, right? With a mask and a thing, and a torch. Here's a question. Oh. You know, that thing somehow gets a little bit easier if they're too busy eating corpses that they're not noticing me. That's a whatever it's called. It's not a Masterson. That's a dash dance. What is that? How am I so confused about the most basic things in this game right now? But anyway, we found a vehicle key in this house. I just don't see the corresponding vehicle. Also, it looks like we got a few zombies now here. Taking a nibble. Plenty to go around now. I've never seen a zombie with... Oh, I dropped those keys. Why does this zombie have 3 keys for a house? Yeah, I dropped them in there last time. So yeah, I don't know which way to push here. We haven't found any food outside of that dented can today. Not a good sign. Don't have high hopes to find anything in here. Is there even anything left of whatever was the kitchen? No. Let's just continue back here on the back road. Again, I like having the north side being open with no zombies coming from that direction. These 2 zombies somewhere in here. Make that 3. Make that 4. 5. I still hear 2 banging on a door, and 3 just came out this window here. 2 more there, and actually I'm out of breath. How do we do this? Let's just go away. Maybe they get distracted by the corpse. I can just sit here. Definitely having a good time down there. Yeah, I'm not judging. Whatever makes your zombie heart happy. Check the trunk of this. They're not open. Also another zombie having a snack on the side there. I guess this aspect of that mod certainly is a little bit to my advantage, I guess. They're that distracted that I can just walk up to them and kill. What's that there? Oh, is this the... Yeah. Is that the baseball field we saw? Yeah, I think we came through here somewhere on our initial hike out of the town. Okay. I'm curious to see what's kind of in this part of town here, in that last little corner. Real outskirts, I want to say. Yeah, but let's see if we can get some supplies here before we go on any sort of exploration trip. Only too late to get the carpentry show. Like all the little details here, the extra pictures and everything. Not really. It's a unique touch to every single building. Here on the other side of the fence. Also, there's a fully eaten corpse here on the ground. Peanut butter, the first good food find of the day. Oh, I like that. That rack here, that dish rack, whatever it's called. Nice rack. Any backup weapons for me? What I wouldn't give for a crowbar right about now. Tools are gonna be a good one. Alright. So a quick look at the map again. Also, I like the. I guess I was just thinking. So we toned down the brightness of the map, and I'm like, oh, it's really hard to determine the areas you've been to as opposed to the ones that are revealed by reading a map that you've not been to. But we haven't revealed any, read any maps, so I guess this is the comparison. This is slightly darker shaded than this. Anyway, let's actually start doing a little bit of the good olds. We've been here, we've been there. This is burnt down. We've been here. We've been in these two. This is currently the base. And I guess for completeness, we've been in all of these, haven't we? Yeah. I don't remember what kind of store this was, but I guess we'll just walk a little bit down the road, have a look. If that's a kind of convenience store, maybe grab a little bit of food there. Moment I'm really in a food and weapons kind of mood. It's like the two most important things we still need. There's a lot of zombies here, probably from yesterday. This is kind of where we went. we even killed the zombie? Yeah, there. There's this nibbled skeleton. I think this is where we killed maybe even one of our first zombies yesterday. And, or I guess in-game 2 days ago, right? And then realized there were too many following. We couldn't really shake them all off. I mean, that garden fork is doing work, right? As much as I like to hate on spears. So this is a general store, alright. Let me double check loot here. Breaking point. Yeah, we probably wanna have a smoke. We kinda also need to have another wash. I just don't wanna be washing myself 3 times a day. That was our last cigarette. Ooh, and that is... Oh, did I not see that yesterday? Our priorities just changed. Gotta get the sports car. So there's a new thing since the latest patch with the whole shoulder bumping into a zombie. Which, you know, is always I consider it a fairly safe way to get through zombies. The thing is, it just now can drastically change the direction you're moving in. And that really threw me off there for a second. Farming tools for a general store. There's my crowbar. Let's go. That is exactly what we want. Just smashed in some sort of metal door here. Rest of the cereal. To scoop out what's happening in front and behind this shop. Kind of thinking I should be actually immediately using the crowbar, right? Longband is our preferred weapon choice. The sooner we start working on skill ups, the sooner we get rid of muscle strain. But it's going so well with that gun fork right now. Oh, poor dear. Also poor me. I'm not even not 100% sure. We did set the animal spawn chance to really low, right? I showed that off in the last video, the sandbox options. I'm not sure if that applies to wild animals or if it's just for domesticated animals that you find on farms. Smoker cough, because yeah, it's not like smell alone attracting everybody being enough. No, now we're also yelling effectively. Some concerns about the zombies on that baseball, football, whatever pitch is. Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. They're out of breath. Yep, they're coming in from all sides. Probably a good opportunity to do a little bit of a fallback here. I see you. Oh, I saw you yesterday, yeah? Let me see. What looks to be a well-stocked tool shed, but no, we can't take fights right now. Let's go all the way back to the car. We can also drop off some of our gear in the back. What this? That's a full car, okay. I really want to get into that general store, but as I said, we had the nightmares. We didn't get a full night's rest there last night. I'm very much concerned that we're going to be tired any second, and you know, I don't want to be fighting with 50% damage reduction. Did we not get any more cigarettes that I put in here or so? No. Okay, you know what? We're gonna drive towards the general store a little bit and see what else we can clear out here before we have to call it a night. Maybe we can even just that tool shed that I spotted there. Had a window in the back, so we should be able to get inside. It's all-you-can-eat buffet for all the zombies here. So one other thing I changed, and I'm not sure I mentioned it. So in one of the last patches, they introduced the system where zombies can smash through chain link fences and also the wooden high fences. But by default, you need to have 50 zombies on a fence for it to start taking damage. I lowered that limit to 20. We have 20 zombies on a fence, and that fence gonna give. This is so tricky. I so often miss the zombies that are having a snack. I barely notice them because of the sound, not necessarily because I see the zombie. I mean, this is visible, but this one here I completely missed. That looks pretty stacked here. Okay, we got a fresh hammer. I'll be using something like this. A second crowbar, that's fantastic. Bicycle lamp, bicycle saddlebags. Weigh basically nothing. Do I have a saw? I think I We don't know right now. And we should also totally pick up gas can. There's also the tired Moodle. Couple more manuals for cars. Let's take those with us. Let's call it a day. We still need some sort of weapon that allows us to bash in this. Like, you'd think, you know, the natural, logical thing would be, oh, to get inside a garage or something, you'd take a crowbar, but it's not actually a good weapon for that. I think I want to keep more stuff on the back seat here rather than in the house. I don't really consider this house my base just yet. So let's see what we can all leave behind. Food, we're reading that book. Let's leave the metalworking stuff in here. Fizzle. Tire iron. Now, where did I find that bicycle the other day? Not 100% remember, actually. We have some room in the fanny pack, so let's grab some, get the sleeping pills and the caffeine pills in there. First things first. Milk, drink, okay. It's just fully smoke or not smoke. But we're at breaking point. I think I actually got to smoke our last smokable here. That's gonna last for a while. Alright, let's read all the magazines so that we can leave them behind. Drop those saddlebags here. Like at the moment, we have fuel and we spotted a couple of cars with fuel, so I don't think fuel is going to be that much of a concern. But, you know, eventually doing loot runs with a bicycle might be an option, yeah. Alright. We are still going to be sleeping just for like 4 hours or so, right? Because we're wakeful, so I don't want to go to bed just yet. I'm gonna do another 2-day episode here. Another a little bit longer. I think we're just gonna fast forward here through a little bit of reading until like 1 AM. Then I guess we have some of this stuff here. Then we're going to eat the just open that jar of potatoes. Need half of this. See if we can actually sleep without nightmares. Busy day 3, I gotta say that. 54, that's not terrible. And we got our daily cough out of the way. Wonderful. Fill up the water one more time. And we don't even need to wash, because where would we get dirty at night? Well, this is just great. Here's the thing. Normally, I would be like, oh, it's bad weather, I'm not gonna go out. I'm a good weather survivor, but I don't think... I'm not feeling like I have the option to do that just yet. 2 or 3 days of food, and then we're sitting there. I think I want to check out a couple of houses in this direction, just to let that situation at the general store cool down a bit, as much as I would like to get into the store. It looked very busy there. The foggy day is not a very busy zombie fighting day. Bet that is just decoration and you can't use it as an actual weapon. Sir, can you not? It's kind of looks interesting with the overhanging house here slightly, overhanging upper floor. Matches if you don't have smokes. Check out this house then. We get a key for this. It's nice. Ooh, talk about something that's nice. Electrical one, okay. Cooking tool might also be interesting. Oh, we'll take out some tailoring. We got some room in our backpack. That was a really good find, that box. Oh, and a pink rubber duck. Have some sort of food here? Nothing. And I think in terms of car tools, we should have everything now with that jack and that pump. It's like, because I only set down the loot for food, it's such a change where you come from an empty kitchen to a very well-stocked garage here. Yeah. Dude. This is just gonna get me killed at some point. I'm gonna open the door and he jumps onto some random bicycle instead. I'm not sure if I have big crafting ambitions here, but you gotta take a mason's trowel when you get one. Also, if full pack of cigarettes and an extra smoke and plastic bags within plastic bags. Okay. Alright, that's one problem a little bit taken care of. These guys there do not seem interested. I'm just gonna casually clear out this place. It's somebody though. Feeling like mocked by these constantly dented, unlabeled cans of food. Ooh, backpack zombies. In short succession. Let's take some happiness books here. A lady. Bon appetit. Tape, that's nice. Remote woodcraft, it's 10. Maybe I'll remember to check in if we have something in range at 12. Got a little bit of a break here. Where did I put the smokes? Main inventory? Just cigarette. Take them all out. We should be good for like, I want to say, 10 days or so in terms of smokes. We got a little bit of food. Let's get rid of all these books. They're just weighing me down at the moment. Got caffeine pills, we got sleep. I don't need the sleeping pills actually on us, right? That's more something we keep in your base. The beaters in there. think we're gonna keep using that. That garden fork is on its way out, and then we're gonna switch to the crowbar. Alright. It is about to be noon. Is this the house where I stole the TV? I think it is. Alright, so I guess let's see if this place had a TV somewhere. Is there even upstairs? A mechanics book on me, so I can read it. I think we were upstairs. Okay, it's just fast forward time here. Carpentry, bang, bang, bang. Till next time. I like this little shower cabin here. I think we have been in a very, very similar house. At least I feel like I've seen this floor layout. American Eagle key ring. Switch. Yeah. All right. Now, maybe I shouldn't spend so much time, thoroughly looting every corner of a house, because it's not like we're gonna find food in the children's bedroom. Okay, so my gut tells me that I actually want to, now that the fog is gone, head back towards that general store and see what the situation is looking like over there. Didn't even see those two guys when driving past. A little bit concerning. My perception today is not on point. Give you that much. I saw another one here, outside of this building. That's what I think I saw. Oh yeah, you know what? That's where the zombies were that I didn't see when driving past. They were snacking. And, some are left snacking, some came after the car. Okay, this is definitely... I kind of need to rewire my zomboid brain here when looking for zombies. Like, really pay attention to the corpses on the ground and see if somebody is having having a nibble. Rapid glitch here with that flickering. A little bit annoying. This is concerning. If they all get drawn in by the corpses here, we might be either losing access to the car or losing access to the way out. Storage is just so tempting. Kind of leaving these corpses there, moving past them, so we can have them as a zombie distraction. Yeah, it's like you see like 2 zombies, and then like, no, actually it's 5. There's free snacking. Alright, robot time. That's kind of the downside of Crowbar. Goes a little bit into your stamina. Although I guess this is not all Crowbar, right? This is also from all the garden fog fighting before. We didn't rest for a while. I think it's gotta be into the car, drive away a little bit here. Some good distance. This like getting this car with a key and gas and it's in good condition and also, you know, kind of nice looking. Still think that was my biggest luck on day 1. That's also something where I would always say when people are discussing what are your priorities on day 1? You know, weapons, food, water, a base, no, a car. Like getting a car on the first day is the biggest game changer for you. So it may be something for a future, you know, it's a little bit early to already plan the next Zomboid run, but yeah, maybe a future run without any vehicles. Oof. Saying that hurts a little bit, but yeah, I would definitely pose some challenges. Although, if I'm just thinking about the Wilderness run that I'm doing on Twitch right now, we hadn't had a car in that run for, I want to say, the first 1 or 2 months. It took a really long time until we got some wheels. A lot of walking involved. A lot of carrying around tents and sleeping bags and or really also just being limited to anything that's within walking distance of our base, because we always had to be back at base in time, right, for sleeping. Gotta go be home by 10, or Mama's gonna be concerned. Frickin' sports pitch there. Has me very concerned with all the zombies that are coming from that direction. Deer making it through the fence line there. I'm thinking we might be going for cigarettes faster than normally you would be as a smoker character in this game, simply because we're also always getting agitated from the blood. You have blood thing? Ah, boy. That was not the right time to cough. So when do we cough multiple times a day again? Again, I was looking and it's like, oh, I think we have free reign until the entrance of the general store. Oh, never mind. There's like 3 zombies snacking away here. There's still one having a nibble on that side. I gotta come up with new zombie is eating terms. Sit on ground, not walk to. Actually, scratch that. Ah, crap. Let's get some distance, I guess. General store's gotta wait until tomorrow. So didn't we just have that smoke? Just have to wash up a little bit more often. You know, we're not gonna fight until we can't fight anymore and get tired. Let's just get back home, wash up. See what we can eat. Maybe have that wine carton, and then we can have some time that we can spend on reading a book or two. Alright, yeah, give me that. Give me that wine. And give me. Maybe we should just. I started to read Car Zone here, like car mechanics. You know, we have no time. We have time. Do we actually have time? Water unlimited. Alright. Mash up that wine. We can't go through 3 cigarettes a day. It's just gonna make us insane. Like, yeah, already tense. Getting a third cigarette today, yeah. I think the takeaway for me is here that I probably need to wash up at some point in the afternoon and then only smoke once we're washed up. Otherwise, we immediately get agitated again from the existing blood. All right, a little bit more reading. 2 a.m. It's a good time. All right, 2 busy days of zombie killing. I think we're kind of staying food neutral-ish. We're losing weight. Looking on weight anyway. 78 going down. Yeah, we gotta eat some more if we can afford to. But for now, we're gonna put a cut in here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.